It is spring here in Dubai and the city's Au Monde is enjoying its time in the sun at Cartier's 5th annual International Polo Challenge. The company has now been sponsoring polo tournaments and teams for 25 years.
Well, I think that the polo is an art de vivre, and it's an art de vivre linked to elegance and refinement, and this is exactly what Cartier is. So this is why a long time ago we thought that this exclusive sport should be part of the Cartier sponsorship.
And polo is certainly exclusive. Each player needs between 4 and 6 horses, or ponies as they're called, per game. And the very least you can expect to pay for just one pony?
Oh, that's like saying the cheapest car. I don't know, it's $10,000, something like that. It's very hard to put a price to. Safety is the most important thing. You've got to be happy to dig deep, let's put it this way.
At this level, though, $75,000 may be a more realistic figure. But it's the expensive nature of the sport and the fact that its devotees are, for the most part, high net wealth individuals that makes companies like private Swiss bank Julius Baer, which has some $150 billion under management, want to get involved.
It's a sport that, from an image transfer point of view, is ideal. It's a high-class sport. It's a boutique event. That's what we want to be. That's the way we want to be perceived.
It's been estimated that it costs around $100,000 per tournament to enter a team, but Julius Baer would not be drawn on the bottom line of its involvement. But the bank is confident the benefits outweigh the costs.
It's always hard, just to put the right numbers to it in the end. But yes, of course, you want to see some returns to it, and there are different ways, to measure it. In the end, it's how the clients do appreciate it, how the brand can be transported, through this platform into the markets.
And tournaments like this do provide companies a good opportunity to reach out to a captive audience with plenty of cash. And even with its recent financial crisis, the seriously rich in Dubai remain seriously rich.
We've done quite well during the crisis, even in Dubai, Abu Dhabi or Qatar. Maybe the traffic was a bit less in some of our boutiques, but the big things were sold as before.
Although, according to professional players such as Richard Lepeur, who's been playing the game since he was 9 years old, the global recession has affected the sport.
Definitely. I think a lot of sponsors have dropped out. A lot of patrons have pulled out because, they play mainly for pleasure, and when you can't afford it, that's the first thing that you give up. So yeah, it definitely. For the professionals, it's definitely got tougher the last 2 years.
One region where the game is going from strength to strength is Asia, where the rapidly developing economies are helping create a new generation of the super rich. Cartier is now considering sponsoring a tournament in China.
We are the #1 luxury brand in China. We went there very strongly with very huge investment in 2001. We have already in China, in mainland China, I'm not talking Hong Kong or Macau, but mainland China, we already have 33 boutiques. At the end of the year, we'll have about 37, 38 boutiques.
And according to Cartier, polo fits in well with the aspirational yearnings of the country's nouveau riche.
It is very elitist. It is very sophisticated game, so it's not so democratic, I would say. But you see more and more polo games around the world. And I was quoting China. The Chinese, they want their cups. They want their cups in Beijing, they want their cup in Shanghai, but they want their cup in many other places. So the polo continue to, penetrate on a very selective and elitist way.
There's a good reason polo is known as the sport of kings. And with a track record of some 2 millennia, there seems little doubt, since the new kings and queens of the world's moneyed elite seems willing to pay to be part of it, that the game will continue to thrive for the next 1,000.